Okay, you ready?
1 2 1 2 1 2.
Yo, you ready?
1 2 1 2 1 2. 1 2
yeah.
1 2 1 2 1 2.
You ready? Sound good now. Here we go. Yeah. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yeah, it's about that time, about that time. Here we go.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Let's Talk podcast, and today, back again, we have my friend Ben Courage.
Hey,
So, we tried to record this yesterday, and it didn't work. So, if this just automatically goes off, we're sorry. But luckily it won't, because we have a bigger memory card, and also my dad has fixed it. So,
basically there was technical difficulties
Yeah.
yesterday, but we should be set for today.
yes, so we can try this again. So, the first thing that we have on that we don't need to worry about was that everyone needs to comment on the last podcast about the cockroaches, people. Where's the comments?
We haven't got any guesses, so
Yeah.
until we receive those guesses in the comments, I will not be revealing who
Yes, I'm not
Whose
revealing.
father?
He is.
worked with the cockroaches.
Yes. So, anyway, so here we go. So, one.
Yeah, heaps of things to talk
Yes. The first topic, as we tried to record yesterday, Disney did a, I guess, an announcement / investor call, and the first huge one was the Lucasfilm's one, and we knew that this one was in talks for a while and was happening, but we got new information on it, is that they're doing an Obi-Wan Kenobi series with Hayden Christensen reprising his role as Darth Vader.
Yes, very, very exciting. I actually
So-
cannot wait for that. I love watching all these new Disney
Yeah.
shows that are coming out. I'm so
Disney
much
stuff's
more
really good.
excited for than any of the movies. Really, like I'm very excited.
Yeah, there's some stuff that I'm very excited for with the movies, but I think the shows at the moment are starting to really kick off. Like, we'll review a show that we just watched on Disney Plus a few nights ago at the end of this, but wait until that happens. But yeah, so I think I'm not a big Star Wars fan, but this is one of the shows that I'm very excited for.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of them. Just list them off actually. Like, so we got.
Oh yeah, so Obi-Wan Kenobi we have. They recently reported that they are doing a Ahsoka show with Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka. Rangers of the New Republic, which we have no idea about. We just have the title. And then we have Andor, based on that character off Rogue One. And then we have Lando. Those are the live action series that we're getting.
So Ahsoka next.
Yes.
So she obviously turned up in
Clone Wars.
Oh yes, Clone Wars a lot.
Clone Wars
but,
first.
I'm talking about
The Mandalorian.
Rosario actually turning up in Mandalorian as that character.
Yes.
And I think she did really well. And
Yeah.
I love the idea of this sort
Doing
of
a separate story thing.
Yeah, because she clearly has been living her life completely separate.
Yeah.
That we barely got to explore in The Mandalorian, besides those episodes I don't remember. So I can't wait. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still on the edge of watching The Mandalorian, same as probably my brother and my dad, so, yep, so come at me, internet, flood. But anyway, so Ahsoka, I'm very excited. I would need to watch Clone Wars. I'm not a big fan of Clone Wars, but I will just watch the episodes, I'll watch the movie of Clone Wars, which apparently is awful, and then I'll watch The Mandalorian and this, because I can't really sit through a whole series in one setting. I just like coming back to it.
See, I'm a
I would watch like 2 or 3 episodes a day if I get bored of it, and then I might return the next day to finish that
See,
season off.
I have a very different relationship with TV series. I will sit down and watch, like, maybe 15 episodes a day of
Yeah.
just the one series.
Yeah.
Like, I just get so invested in the stories, and
Yeah.
the thing is, there, for me, is not enough time in a movie for them to be able to set up those sort of relationships and characters and like complicated storylines and all that.
That's why you do trilogies. You set it up and then you build on it.
I understand that, but it's a way to get like 15 hours of content. Just but it's all one connected storyline, and I really like that.
Yeah.
But I understand that movies also are able to do things like that. Like,
Yeah.
how many Star Wars movies are there?
Yeah.
Like,
More than 9.
11? 12?
11-ish. Yeah.
What do we got?
Yeah, so we have the 3
So
trilogies,
that's
then we have Rogue One and
3
so
hours
on.
each. That's about like 40 hours of content.
Yeah. I can't even sit through a Star Wars movie in one sitting. Except for The Rise of Skywalker. That's the only one I can really sit through. Because I love that one. It's my favourite. But yeah, I'm very excited to watch Ahsoka. But the next one, Rangers of the New Republic, will be very interesting to see just by the title.
Yeah, I really have no idea what sort of ranges are there in Star Wars. When I hear ranges, the first thing that I think to is the I forget his name. We should have looked this up. I talked about it the first time we tried to record.
Yeah. Yesterday, yeah.
The blue bounty hunter from Clone Wars. He.
Oh wait, Bounty Hunter.
Yeah.
Shoot. Jango Fett, is it?
Oh no.
Jango Fett?
No. It's not a Fett. He's not. He doesn't wear Mandalorian armor.
Oh damn. Okay.
He has like. He's pretty much a cowboy.
Oh okay.
Right.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. I. That's the only person I can think of. But there's a good chance it's just a whole new the storyline that either is from deep in the extended universe or just brand new characters and world building and all that. That they've made for the series. Which, all of that I would be totally excited for too. Like that would be cool. Getting actual new content.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be interesting for me. All the Star Wars stuff I am actually curious to check out, which normally I wouldn't be for a Star Wars property. But the next one, we're getting an Andor series based on the character of Rogue One with K2SO,
Yeah, so
the robot. So
a story based around Cassian. That's a bit. See, he personally wasn't my favourite character. So I think it's a bit of an odd choice, but I think at the same time,
K2SO was one of the best parts of Rogue One. So
yeah,
that and the ending.
But
The rest of the movie is very boring and dull.
I liked the movie. I sat down and had a fun time watching it in theaters. But in terms of quality of content,
it's not the best one.
It's
It's like prequels. It's SmackDown.
No, but about Cassian, I think he has an interesting background, and I think there's a lot of stories that they could take with it. So yeah, that'd be
interesting to do. That one would be very interesting.
But it actually sounds like something Disney would do. They choose this character, and that people are they either don't really know or they haven't it was just some side character, and
Yeah.
build on that.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm very curious if they ran all this stuff by George Lucas, because he was very mad that they didn't take his ideas for the sequel trilogy.
look, honestly, I couldn't care less. Like, it's a whole thing. He made his billions of dollars.
Yeah, he got Disney stock, which is higher than his normal millions of dollars. So, it's... Yeah, we're not going there, but George Lucas, yes, you might be good at making some of those movies, but you create Jar Jar Bloody Binks. So, the next one is that we are getting a live-action Lando series, but we don't know that it's Billy D. Williams or Donald Glover. I would think that would be Donald Glover if it's like in earlier times, but if it's like around the Rise of Skywalker time, it would be Billy D, I would presume.
So there's really only two general places that it could be.
Yeah.
Either like during sort of the events of, say, the original trilogy, like that sort of time, or during the events of the sequel trilogy. Like, I don't think they would do it before Solo. Like, they could. Like,
They could, but I don't think that they would. I haven't seen Solo. Out of all of them, that's the only one I haven't seen.
Solo. It's another one of those ones where it was alright. I enjoyed watching it at theaters. You know.
Yeah, my brother liked it. He was a big fan of it, and he laughed.
I would
definitely
say I liked it.
Yeah.
Um.
He liked it more than Rogue One, which is shocking because he actually really likes Rogue One. So, yeah, so Star Wars, who can tell what they're doing, because they tried all this, like, the Marvel stuff of the sequel trilogy, but then they were like, yeah, we're blowing our load, so we need to dial back on some of the projects that we're doing. So, you know, yeah. Now, I don't know if these are the live action or animated series. I presume that they're so the animated series are Star Wars Visions, which apparently is like the Star Wars What If, and we get Star Wars The Bad Batch, which is, I presume, a Bad Batch of clone troopers.
Yeah. So first of all, Star Wars Visions. If you say it's like
The Marvel What If.
yeah, but without the whole what if thing. But
Yeah.
I do really like the idea of just getting short stories, and I really like short stories. Like,
Yeah. I can deal with
at
short
the
stories.
I really love a long TV series.
Yeah.
But having an entire story and having
Do like arcs, so do
Being
like one or
introduced-
two episodes for the same
Yeah.
storyline, then the next two do the same.
being introduced to a character
Yeah.
and then never seeing that character again in 20 minutes, it's weird, but at the same time, it forces the writers to get you invested fast, and it makes the emotional attachment to the characters and to the story like so much more dense and in your face.
Yeah.
I like that.
That will be very interesting to see what they do with it, because
But
Marvel.
at the same time,
Yeah.
it could quite possibly not be that at all.
Yeah, well, we don't know yet, but if it's like, I guess, a Star Wars What If, it'll be very interesting to see what they do with it, because the Marvel What If actually looks really, really good.
But yeah, so next, Bad Batch.
Yes, Bad Batch.
So the only group of clones that I can think of is the one that they turn up in Rebels. They I forget all their names. I think one of them's like Wolfgang. One of them's like
Jeez.
no, they're
Very slapstick type, hammy names.
that's not the type of characters they are. No, I don't actually really remember. It was a long time ago I watched Rebels, but anyways, that's not important.
Yeah.
So that group of clones would be a great contender for this series because they, it's a group of clones that are dealing with the fact that they killed all the Jedis. You know?
Yeah.
They were mind controlled through the whatever. And I think that'd be a cool direction to take the story.
Yeah.
Or if the story happens before Order 66, that would also be very nice. So it's a group of clones who don't respect the Republic.
Oh.
And they are...
That would be interesting.
Yeah, so they would be almost like in an anti-hero situation.
Oh.
Just like a team of misfits.
Yes. That I'll be interested to watch. But, yeah, so most of the animated stuff, I like animated stuff. Like, I don't really watch much live action stuff, even though recently I've been watching Supergirl, and I love that. I'm still in the first season, but it's actually really good so far, and I can't wait to see what like a Star Wars animated series could do, because I now watch Rebels, I watch Clone Wars. I'm not a big Star Wars fan. I don't know why, because it's something that I should like, because it's like sci-fi, and it basically the lightsabers are like swords slicing around. I don't know why I don't like Star Wars. I'm just one of those people that don't.
Yeah. Look, honestly, Star Wars is overrated. It's good.
Yeah.
It really is good. I
Yeah.
like it, but it's not great. You know?
Yeah.
It's...
I'm more a
I would- if
Marvel
I-
slash DC guy than a Star Wars guy.
I could quite possibly get killed for saying these statements in front of the wrong group of people.
Yeah, exactly. Internet, kill us if you need to.
No! Not what I'm... No.
Anyway, so the point is, we're excited to see what the animated series are going to go. Now, the last two series that we're doing, I don't know if these are animated or live action, but we're getting one called The Acolyte and A Droid Story.
Yeah, so The Acolyte, that's... Oh, I read the...
Novel.
No, I read what The Acolyte is. It's like a,
Oh wait, we read it yesterday when we didn't record.
No, it's this,
It was like something of
It's-
the Sith.
yeah, it was a...
It was like a Sith thing.
Something to do with, like, the New Republic.
Yeah.
I don't know. It
Sounds cool,
interesting.
Sounds cool. Now A Droid Story.
Droid Story I will love.
Yeah.
I think I'll love it more if it's live action, because
That will be cool.
I would
Yeah,
prefer
the robots. Go on.
them... Okay. I love animated stuff.
Yeah.
Into the Spider-Verse is my favourite Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
I
like
What are we watching right now? We're watching Spectacular
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
Spectacular Spider-Man. That's a really good show. I haven't watched it in a long time. It was good.
What's the other show I've been watching? Gravity Falls is a really good show too.
You see, I've never seen that.
It's amazing. It's but anyways,
Yeah. Anyway.
I love animated movies just as much as any other one, and it can be so diverse into any genre.
Yeah.
But I think something where they're little robots running around.
Yeah.
Causing
We would prefer
mischief.
seeing that in live action. See the practical effects and.
I think if it was animated, the writers would instantly take a...
Like a very slapstick cartoon.
Yeah, I think they'd take a very childish approach to it.
Yeah.
And I know it's a sci-fi, funny...
Yeah, exactly.
It's supposed to be towards kids.
Yeah, I can't feel like that would be like if they did animate it would be like kind of like what they're doing with the Lego Star Wars films. It will be that type of silly.
Yeah, and I understand that is supposed to. It's kids' content. It's made for kids.
Yeah. Well,
But it is.
the movies though.
The Lego ones.
Oh, the Lego ones. Yeah.
Especially.
Yeah, the Lego ones.
No, a lot of it's made for kids, and
Yeah.
I get that. That's a good thing. It's just I just want to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I think it'd be cool. I will start off by saying that just
Yeah.
because it's animated.
Doesn't
Not-
mean that we'll like it.
No, just because it's animated doesn't mean it's made for kids.
Yeah, there's a lot
There-
of series that are made that are actually quite good for adults.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's obviously all those Adult Swim and those and those sort of
Yes.
companies, but even ones that aren't that aren't that Rick and Morty sort
Yeah.
of stuff. There's
I've been watching a few.
well
of those
shows like
episodes.
Gravity Falls.
Yeah,
I would say that's not just
very
kids.
adult humor maybe.
No. It's not exactly adult humor. It's
Kind of like what they do in children's movies or animated movies, like in Shrek and all.
no.
They throw adult references, but it's aimed towards kids.
Nope.
Why?
You have not watched the show, so stop.
I have.
Oh. The actual jokes that
Oh, yeah.
are for both adults and kids for the
Yeah.
same reason. It's not like there's hidden jokes that are about sex, haha, funny, therefore it's adult. No,
Yeah.
it's not that. It's just such an in-depth and well-created show that anyone of any age could enjoy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
Yeah.
it doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be interested to see. We would prefer it being live action than animated, but I'm interested. Like, I would still watch it even if it's animated, but it won't be as good if it was animated.
No, and see, it's
But I like
We
animated
do-
stuff. But
we
it's just-
we don't fully know what the writers are thinking.
Yeah.
They might have a show that will only work in animation, and
Yeah.
I think if that's the case, then just go for it.
Yeah.
Because in animation, you can do a lot more than you can in live action, and
Yeah.
I think that's very important for
For
like,
animation
people to-
ish. Yeah.
people to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Everyone just wants, like Disney especially,
Yeah.
they do have the notion that, oh, it's animated, I know how we make it better. We put it into live action.
Yeah.
And that's not always how it
Sell
works.
toys, people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Droid Story, we'll prefer it being live action, but we're curious if what the writers are thinking, even if it is animation.
Last one, movie.
Yeah, so the movies is that we're getting Star Wars Rogue Squadron, directed by Paige Eakins, who did Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman 1984.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. I haven't seen 1984, but
I liked it. I
like
the first
I
one.
liked
but-
Wonder Woman, but also Rogue Squadron. I've always liked the spaceship fight part
Yeah.
of
Star Wars. yeah.
Star Wars. So, like, honestly, I felt really bad about what's the second sequel movie?
Oh, wait, for the originals?
No, the sequels.
Oh, the sequels are Last Jedi.
Yeah, Last Jedi. I felt really bad in that because
You didn't
Well-
like the ending with Poe Dameron?
I don't care about that. No, it's more that just
Dad's
there.
been upgrading his car like the past half a year.
Yeah. So, sorry about that, guys. People outside.
No. What was my point? These guys. No. Oh, the squadron fights weren't that good. Like I maybe
Yeah.
like I actually liked that film more than most, but at the same
Yeah.
time, the whole two ships, just
Like the
move-
opening.
No, the whole movie. How there's the two ships. There's the big one, and there's the doesn't matter.
I'll rewatch them at some point. At some point, I'll understand what we're talking about. I'm a
It's
very
that
terrible
over the
host.
course of the entire movie, there's
I haven't seen it since the theater, so just
same.
yeah. So
There's the two ships,
anyway,
and there's the massive bad guy one, and there's the little good guy one, and they slowly move, and this one's trying to get away, but it can't get away because this one's yeah. That was
Yeah.
the most boring thing ever.
yeah. Anyway, I hope Paige Jenkins really does a good job with this film. She did a great job, obviously, with the two Wonder Womans, and I'll be interested to see what she does with a Star Wars film. Now, the last movie before we get to the other series that has nothing to do with Star Wars or this one that we're about to talk about, but next thing is Indiana Jones 5 will be directed by James Mandor. What do you think about that, Ben?
I don't know. I've seen like one of the Indiana Jones movies. I liked it.
Yeah, I haven't seen them in their entirety, but I remember liking 4, and I remember liking 4, which is the one that everyone hates. I'm a 4 defender. I think that Shia LaBeouf is really good. Sometimes he can be really bad, depending on the writing. But if you get the right movie and the right role, like in Transformers, he would do a good job. But in Transformers 2, you would get a really bad job because you have really bad scripts and the writing is awful. But Indiana Jones 4 was good. I've seen most of 1 and it's really good as well. So I have high hopes for this next one. So
Princess.
sorry, guys here. Anything, Ben?
Nope. Literally nothing.
Nothing on Indiana Jones? Alright. So
Bruh. Camera? Have we...
you're not allowed on the internet. So
I'm not on it.
yeah, but they can hear your voice.
So
So
cut it out. You're not talking about anything.
Yeah.
well, we can easily cut that part out.
Boys.
But
You getting on camera?
but next
Pretty
is
sure that's illegal. Child pornography.
I can't
That's
wait
just
to
right,
edit
right.
and
What?
just like
That's-
chop all this
It's
out.
still illegal.
You know how
Anyway,
prostitutes are what's called illegal in America? Well, they're illegal everywhere, but in America, pornography is illegal. So if you can convince them to record it, and then if you still pay them, then you're basically paying to make pornography,
Well, you
and then
still
it's
pay them.
illegal.
You don't pay
So
them.
Therefore...
prostitution is legal in a way.
But if you think of it like this,
So because
You
Ben,
don't
I know
pay.
you're not going to get a girl anytime soon. So I'm just giving you points.
I bet you I believe in Ben and Jack. They got this.
I don't.
Child pornography.
anyway,
Stop being child pornographers.
damn. Anyway, so
What's
next.
that?
Ben knows I'm right. Ben knows I'm
What's
right.
on your laptop there, Jack? His shirt on backwards.
What dot points?
Yep.
Anyway, so next
Change
thing
your shirts.
is that
I didn't like that shirt.
they are
It's on
doing.
backwards anyway.
Damn it.
No. I reckon we keep this in.
Wait, I'll chat about
As long as look, as long as we're not, as long as I don't see them, should be fine.
I'm gay.
But so guys, this is only
Harry,
just
wait up.
one episode that this is gonna happen.
He's gone upstairs.
I'm coming out
Anyway.
here.
So next thing is that they're doing a Willow series. So I don't know what Willow is. Apparently it's a movie.
Man, is
And there was a series of
Never
books
ran
that
into
followed
the
the
wall.
movie, but apparently they're doing a series of Willow. That's my cousin
Nice
Robert.
job.
He's not.
Hey, don't say his name.
We can say his name. He
You
just
shouldn't.
can't. He just can't be seen. Oh no, isn't that it? Yeah, 1988. There you go. Willow. Anyway, second take. So
Not second take because we're not going over.
yeah, we're not going over, but we're just staying from where we went.
The camera just stopped. Like we said at the start, technical
Yeah,
stuff.
it's going.
But anyway, Willow, I
Willow.
know nothing about it, and we're moving on.
Apparently, you can watch it on Disney Plus. Oh, okay.
Right.
I just should have watched that now. But it's a George.
Oh, it's got that guy in it. I like that guy.
But it's a George Lucas.
I didn't even tell you who that
film.
guy was, but you
Lucasfilm.
don't get to know.
Film. It's a
Um,
Lucasfilms movie. I probably out of all that Lucasfilm stuff, I will probably not watch that. But